anyway, what I'd be doing is some kind of part-time minimum wage job. I recently quit my job, and that's because I was getting ripped off. I was getting tired of being ripped off too. What was happening is I was responsible for $4 million, so 70% of the company's business, and only making minimum wage. That sounds like a rip-off to me, don't you think? Well, $1 more than minimum wage. Just enough to say I'm making more than everyone else. Which is sad, because everyone else in the place was making minimum wage, right at minimum wage, and they all hated their jobs, and you could tell. They did as little as they possibly could. It was kind of sad, actually. And they'd hire people who were pretty much lacking brain cells, for a lack of a better way to say it. They were missing brain cells, and you could tell. Common joke was, how the hell did they find their way here in the morning? Oh, I got gunk in my eye. There we go. I guess the last thing you'd want in your company is to train up your manager, give them all sorts of experience, and then he just says, okay, thanks, I'm not making any money, goodbye. Which is exactly what I just did. I got a year's worth of good working experience. Being in charge, being responsible. First time I've ever had that kind of responsibility. It was weird and wonderful, for lack of a better term. Weird and wonderful. Yeah, I can put it on a resume. Other companies would eat that up. They'd love it. Dum 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 dum. So I'll just go nice and easy. No. Must be texting. I'm not bleeping that one out. Because you're all idiots in cages. Morons, idiots, dipshits, retards. Yeah, you're in a transport truck. You better swing wide to make that turn. I've been learning things on the YouTubes about how to leave the motorways. Go off. Howdy. And explore. Find new planets, new civilizations. These are the voyages of Justin. Yeah, they got cigarettes in there. I don't want one. I don't want one. I'm just saying, they got cigarettes in there. This is day 7 without a cigarette. I took a whole lot of nicotine replacement through a vaporizer last night, though. Because I was, I don't know, just feeling weird. I can't really describe it. That's how I was feeling. Weird. Après-vous, kiddies. So, I'm officially in the suburbs. You know what that means? I'm lost, I'm lost. I know where the sun is. It's up over there somewhere, so I'm never really lost. And I know I'm on Finley. If I turn around, I'll go back to Bailey, so... Oh, man, that's a crappy looking building. It's all abandoned. I guess they just moved that northbound a little bit. Thank you for not driving down the middle of the road, Mr. Driver. Yeah. So what's going on in my life? I quit everything so I can start over. Start fresh. This guy gonna swing wide into me? Like a fat asshole in a truck? That prick isn't even slowing down in their Lexus. Oh, it's a white SUV. What else is new? Well, at least they're not riding my trumpet. That's Lake Ontario over there. Looks pretty nice, huh? It is pretty nice. Except for one small thing. You do not, and I repeat, do not want to drink from it. That would be a mistake. They say don't drink the water when you're on vacation. Okay, buddy. Oh, good for you for getting out and getting some exercise, getting out of your SUV for a second. But yes, still gotta pay attention. You're still a vehicle. Luckily, this is Canada. And oh, Canada, the roads are filled with nice, considerate, courteous drivers. Unlike that lady who was just looking off to her right. Oh, there's nice things over there. Hey, bicyclists. Wagwan. Can I go up here? What is this? These premises are under video surveillance. No pedestrians. No motorcycles. No. How disappointing. I have a motorcycle and I want to go places. What's going on over there? There's so much stuff. So much stuff going on. Look at this. There's children. There's poor people. Or cheap people. Going to the park's a hell of a lot cheaper than the other options. And looking back on it, back when my family was poor, before we could afford televisions and what would be considered necessary equipment in today's modern life, before we could afford televisions and internets and all sorts of things like that, we would go to the park as well. This was in a different province, in the great province of Nova Scotia, where the buffaloes roam, or something like that. No, where the moose kick cars, or get hit by cars. Nova Scotia, where moose are everywhere. I don't even know. I'm so bad at slogans. How am I supposed to do anything about marketing and sales and all that stuff if I can't even write a simple slogan about moose in Nova Scotia?